What is up, YouTube? How's it going? With back to school season looming right around the corner, many of you might be considering a new laptop for your studies. But you know what's more important than education? Gaming. That's right. No, I'm joking. Don't show this video to your parents. Anyway, in today's video, we're reviewing the ASUS ROG Strix G15 laptop. This thing is heavy and it packs a punch, and we're gonna find out if this is the one for you guys. Before I get into the unboxing, I just wanna quickly run through the specifications of this particular variant of the ROG Strix 15 that I have. We have an Intel Core i5 processor, we have a GTX 1650 Ti, we also have 8GB of DDR4 RAM, we have a 500GB SSD, and we have the latest Wi-Fi 6 standard. Also, the screen on this thing is 1080p, it comes at a 144Hz refresh rate. So first thing is first, we've got our ASUS box, and this thing is a nice, sleek black box that has the core ASUS Gaming ROG branding, and they give you a subtle hint about the RGB that's included inside. As you stand up the box, which is quite massive by the way, we'll proceed into actually unboxing it. Now, upon opening the box, the first thing you'll notice is you are greeted right away by the Strix G15 itself. And boy, oh boy, does this thing look huge for a 15-inch laptop. But honestly, I'm not surprised considering once again, this is a gaming laptop. Now, once you take out the laptop, which may take you a couple of seconds, you'll notice that it is nicely wrapped in a plastic wrapping and it has that nice factory fresh feel to it. We'll come back to the laptop in just a second. For now, let's see what else comes in the box. So you'll see in the center pouch, you have the instruction manual, the safety guide, and the limited warranty. Also, you get a claim that ASUS actually gives you, which is 1 year of accidental coverage warranty. That's pretty nice of them. In the right pouch, you actually have the charging adapter and cable. This is a pretty big charging adapter. Keep in mind, this is for a gaming laptop, so of course it makes sense. This is actually a 150 watt charging adapter. And aside from that, there's not much else to see inside the box. There is a third pouch, but that is empty. It's just there, to be honest. Now, coming back to our laptop, we're just gonna go ahead and unwrap this thing. Such a nice feeling, by the way. It's tightly wrapped and it's just a pleasure doing this. Anyway, right away you can tell this is in a black color. It also has a bit of a matte feel to it, and the laptop, like I said before, is quite heavy and it has a massive body for a 15-inch laptop. Right away you can see those enormous vents on either side of the rear side of the laptop, and you can also see that red heatsink there as well. Let's talk body design. The top of the laptop has a nice linear matte-like finish. It has lines going in multiple directions. You also have your ASUS ROG branding. On the end of the top side, you have the air intake, which is where all the air goes into the vents. Presumably beneath that is the massive battery this thing holds. Now on the sides, you have I/O ports. On one side, you have 3 USB 3.0 ports. You have a headphone jack. On the rear side, you have a dedicated Ethernet port, a dedicated HDMI port. You also have the AC charging outlet, and of course, you have a USB-C cable. Still here? I'm glad you're enjoying the video. Please consider subscribing to my channel for more future quality content just like this. It helps me grow and keeps me motivated to make sure I provide you guys with the latest and greatest. The bottom side of this laptop is pretty standard as far as laptops go. It's made of your standard hard TPU. You have a couple of passive vents to make sure all the machinery in here stays cool. One interesting thing to note is the outer rims of the laptop have this transparent coating or lining. That's where the RGB magic happens, and we're gonna see that in just a bit. Now, when you open this laptop for the first time, things seriously get busy. Going from the bottom and up, the first thing you have is a fairly large trackpad with your standard left and right click keys. But then you come to the keyboard and very quickly realize this is a massive keyboard. It has deep travel. When you actually type on it, it almost feels like you're typing on a desktop class low profile keyboard. And it definitely sounds like a desktop class keyboard. It is fairly clicky, might be a little noisy for quiet environments, but honestly, it feels really nice to type on. It looks like ASUS made no compromise there. You also have some utility keys like the volume control, mic control. And you also seem to have a dedicated fan control key, and I'm assuming next to that is some sort of gaming mode, which is probably controlled by the ASUS software. Beyond that, you have your power button on the corner. One other thing you may have noticed when you're looking at the keyboard is the transparent WASD keys, because this is a gaming laptop. I'm guessing ASUS probably has some sort of custom lighting for these particular keys. Moving past that, you have a 144Hz 1080p screen. Honestly, the bezels are pretty thin. I'm actually surprised at how thin they are. You do have a bit of a chin over there. Aside from that though, it has a matte finish and it is for the most part an anti-glare screen, which should be good for daytime gaming. Let's move on to the most exciting part about this laptop, the RGB lighting. This thing is seriously lit. I mean, check this out. When you actually open this laptop, especially in a dark room, the way that RGB lighting just comes in and illuminates the entire table is majestic, to say the least. A few additional things to note about this laptop include the fact that the keyboard is fully RGB lit as well, and it syncs perfectly with the rest of the body. Also, this is a stereo laptop, which means you have two speaker grills, one on either side of the laptop, and the sound quality is pretty decent. When I do a full review on this, I'll definitely do a sound test for you guys. Lastly, keep in mind, this laptop does not have a webcam. This is a gaming laptop first and a utility laptop second. So if that's something that's important to you, you do not get this with this laptop. Last but not least, I wanted to give you guys a quick glimpse of how the laptop looks when it's powered on. The screen is gorgeous, honestly. It has high brightness levels, good color accuracy, and their 144Hz refresh rate really gives it a majestic look. It's also nice to see that GTX 1650 Ti can easily power this at 1080p resolution. I ran a couple of games on this to see how clear the screen looks and how well the games run. I was happy to say for the most part at that resolution high settings, most games run 60 plus FPS, which is great to see overall. All in all, I'd say this laptop is definitely a budget-friendly gaming laptop. This one actually starts at $1,100. And the specification I have here can be upgraded. Also, you can buy a more expensive Core i7 variant of this with a more powerful graphics card as well. Nonetheless, keep in mind that if you are buying this for school purposes, yes, you can use it, and yes, it'll do just fine, but it is heavy, it is massive, and also it is designed for gamers first. So keep that in mind. I hope you found this video to be valuable and helped you make a good informed decision about which laptop you want to get. Also, I have made a couple of other laptop reviews that all came out this year. Feel free to check those out. I'll leave a link in the video. Furthermore, if you do enjoy the content, like I said, please consider subscribing to my channel. It helps me grow and provide more future quality content for you guys. Until next time, Soul of Tech, logging out.